Welcome to this EstimatorXpress Getting Started video. In this section we'll be estimating a concrete slab for an extension. Click on the Extension Slab workbook and click Open Workbook. Click Add Worksheet on the left hand side of the screen. Check the worksheet name and location and then select a dimensional template. I'm going to use the unreinforced slab for my extension example. Once you've clicked on the dimensional template, click Confirm. In the Dimensions wizard, click Show Tech Tips and Show Tech Labels to see some extra information which will help you enter the correct dimensions and options. In the Width of Slab input box, I'm going to type in 2.2, and in the Length of Slab input box, I'm going to type 3.4. These figures match the internal dimensions of the extension that I'm estimating. Check the thickness of the sand blinding and the thickness of the subbase. Sometimes it can be worthwhile adding an extra area of slab for making good to the original house. I'm going to add a square metre of additional slab here. Click Next. On the next page, run through the slab details. Here you can change the thickness of the slab. It's 0.125 metres at the moment, which I'm happy with. On the right hand side, you can decide whether you want a DPM. The overlap of DPM to the perimeter of the slab is 0.5 metres. Here you tell the software whether you want insulation or not. The software isn't concerned with the thickness of the insulation just yet. Now enter the length of perimeter insulation. I'm going to type in 7.8 metres, as this is the total length of the 3 new walls in my extension. Now tell EstimatorXpress whether there's reinforcement to the bottom and the top of the slab. As I selected an unreinforced template, these are currently set to No. Finally, decide whether the slab will be power float finished. If screed is being laid on top of the floor, this may not be required. I'm going to set this option to No. Once you've checked all of the options, click Next. Finally, we have a page on the plant requirements for the slab. Type in the amount of time each tool or plant item is required for. Take care to check whether the unit is hours or days. First, we've got the number of hours required by the excavator. I'm going to set this to 6. This allows time to work through any paving or slabs which may be around the house, and it also gives me time to deal with any access issues there may be. The number of days for a plate compactor is set to 1, that's fine. Number of days for a wheelbarrow is also 1, which I'm happy with. We've got 1 day allowed for the shovel. This covers you for the wear and tear and the inevitable replacement of tools as they wear out through usage. The number of days for the bolt croppers is set to 0, that's because we're not doing any reinforcement. The number of days for a concreting vibrator, that's set to 1, which is fine. I'm going to zero out the number of days required for the power float, and I'm going to set the number of deliveries and collections of plant to 2. Once you've reviewed the tool and plant usage, click Finish. You can then go to the Calculated Resources tab. In here you can review the quantities and costs of the resources which have been calculated based on the dimensions and options you've entered into the Dimensions wizard. You might want to check what plant's being used for the excavating. Here I have the mini digger and driver specified, which is what I need for this job. Once you've reviewed the specified resources, click Close Workbook. Set the workbook to complete. I've now finished the extension slab. Thank you for watching this EstimatorXpress video on estimating a concrete slab.